Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're still waiting on a hire to be made. There's been a lot of talk about Tennessee, whether it's Pruitt or Fulmer or the administration, whoever it is blocking this hire of Hugh Freeze. I think that that's definitely possible, but I really feel like if there was any pushback from the administration, then I don't understand why we would have even went as far as we've gone to talk with him and offer him and all that stuff. I felt like that type of those issues should have been resolved before we even started reaching out to Hugh Freeze. So I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not 100% sure that is really what's going on here. I think it's more of a deal that it's Hugh Freeze that's kind of holding us back from getting this deal done. Hugh Freeze and Jimmy Sexton, I think, are actually holding this deal back. I think that they're just weighing their options. If we're all, aware that other opportunities were going to come available for Hugh Freeze, I would assume that he was aware of that as well. And so he's not going to jump at the bit at the first offer immediately. I think he's just waiting it out, and he's kind of weighing his options at the moment. And so, I kind of imagine that whenever Pruitt and Fulmer, whoever it was, sat down with Hugh Freeze to offer him the job, I think, Hugh Freeze probably said, okay, well, how long do I have to make this decision? And, I believe that Pruitt and Fulmer probably said, well, you have until this date to make the decision. And so I think that he's just taking his full allotted time to make this decision before he actually signs off on it. I think that's probably the main thing that's causing us such a delay. Just Hugh Freeze isn't ready to pull the trigger yet. He wants to see what all comes available, and if not, seriously consider those other opportunities. At least use those opportunities for leverage to maybe get a better deal with Tennessee, because I also think that we probably put in the contract a very large buyout so that he wouldn't necessarily leave after next season. And maybe that's also some of the pushback, is they're trying to work that number out, get the right number. But I think with all these other opportunities coming available, Freeze has a lot more leverage. He can demand more money and demand a smaller buyout, and just really get a contract that's overall more in his favor. And so I think that may be what's going on, more so than any type of pushback from the administration. And so, Hugh Freeze, he has a lot of opportunities on the table now. He has Florida State, he has Liberty, he has Auburn, Alabama potentially. I was hearing maybe USC, but I just read something not too long ago that said Cliff Kingsbury was kind of given an ultimatum. Take our job now or the deal's off the table. And I believe that he went ahead and took the job. So that's that. And so I don't think USC is really an option for him now. So I think it's between really us and Florida State and Alabama if that job does come open. But here's why I still think Tennessee's the number one option for Hugh Freeze, the number one choice for him. So I don't think Hugh Freeze goes to Florida State. I think that's a very attractive opportunity for sure. Definitely a tradition-rich school, a lot of talent down there in Tallahassee. But I think simply the fact that Willie Taggart is an offensive coach would kind of dissuade Hugh Freeze from wanting to go there. I think he wants to be in a place where he can be in full control of the offense. I think if he goes somewhere with an offensive-minded head coach, an offensive-focused head coach, I don't know if he has full reign. It's going to be tough for that coach not to put his input in on what Hugh Freeze wants to do. That's going to happen anywhere, even with a defensive-minded coach like Pruitt. But I think that there's going to be a lot more kind of guidance or whatever from an offensive-minded head coach. So I think that he prefers us over Florida State. He prefers us over Auburn, I believe, as well. Because Malzahn's definitely an offensive-minded coach. And it's been shown that he pretty much runs his offense no matter who the coordinator is. And then you look at Liberty. That's a head coaching job. I'm hearing more and more reports that suggest that it may be a real possibility that he goes there. But I don't know if I know he wants to be a head coach, but I don't know if he wants to be a head coach at that level. I think that he would maybe take a job like Memphis or somewhere like that if that became available. But Liberty, I think, is a little bit below what he wants to do. So I don't necessarily see him going there either. So I just think that of the opportunities that are available to him, I still see Tennessee as probably his top choice. I do. I mean, Pruitt's going to hopefully give him full reign of the offense. And, it's going to be pretty dynamic having Pruitt and Freeze kind of running that team. I mean, I think couldn't ask for much better than that. So I still think we're number one on his list. I think he's weighing his options. Hopefully we hear something today. Not sure. There's been a lot of rumors going on. A name, Charlie Anderson's a name that keeps I keep hearing kind of thrown out there as the guy in UT's administration that's blocking the hire. And like I said, I'm not sure if I necessarily believe that anyone's blocking this hire, but that's a name that's been thrown around. Jason Swain mentioned that name. And I've also heard that whatever issues were holding back a hire were resolved last night. But again, it all depends on if you believe someone was blocking it or not. So I don't know if I believe that or not. But definitely think that the longer this drags out, the worse it's looking. I think we need to get a hire in here as soon as possible. At this point, it's been a whole week. So you would like to get something in, hopefully get some news today. I'm hearing that if an announcement isn't made or if a hire isn't made by 6 p.m. today, then it may be a deal where we have to end up promoting somebody from within. So definitely I'm going to be looking out for any type of news. Haven't heard anything really, to suggest anything that's going to happen today, but hopefully something does happen today. But like I said, man, I'll just keep you guys posted on anything I find out. Any news that comes through my way, I'll keep you guys updated on it, and hopefully we can make this happen one way or another. But again, I don't think it's Pruitt. I don't think it's Fulmer. I don't think it's UT administration. I think it's Hugh Freeze that's in control right now, and he's just kind of weighing his options. So hopefully he goes ahead and gives us the green light to go ahead and sign him. But like I said, man, I'll keep you guys posted. Please comment below if you guys have any information. We'll love to hear it, and love to hear you guys' thoughts on this.